for the abroad thing, it's not that easy, I would say. Like, so, and they put all their salaries. And this
Okay.
year they had this much salary, and this year, this month they have this much salary. But it's the
Mhm.
content. It sometimes feel like there are already basic tutorial available on their
It's yeah.
software
It's
website.
way too old.
Yeah, charging that much for basics is
Yeah.
hurt me. That hurt me. Welcome to the episode of Art Talks, where I help aspiring artists to find their way. So let's go. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for joining in. It's awesome. Like, right? I will talk about like more social, like this what we call union type of thing, right? I'm seeing these things from my times, like how difficult it is to get to industry, and every other call I have, they say like how I'm not able to find a job, and now layoffs are started. So now the second question is layoffs, and the third is AI now. So like everybody share these three questions in there, and so this I need to know from more people what their experience is, because I have lived it, but other people what they have lived I need to know. So more people we can share these stories to, and so the other people can learn it and maybe feel motivated. Good stuff, right? Good stuff. But a lot about me. So how about you? Like, how's things on your side?
It's all well. Like I'm currently doing hard surface, mostly vehicles.
And if I ask, like, how did you get your job? Like, so, like, how long you been working first?
Around 1 year and 2 months.
Okay, so 1 year. So, and how did you get this job?
Actually, I started from.
Okay.
After that, me and my batchmates were searching for jobs, but it was nothing was there actually. We used to expect that Technicolor, DNEG, all these people will start their small batches, and then they will hire like that. They used to hire like that before. So we were just waiting, and suddenly I saw this masterclass. So it is a paid masterclass. So they will teach you all the things. It was from office only. So it was supposed to be 4 months, but it extended to 6 months. And it was hard surface masterclass, but they changed it to vehicle masterclass later on, according to the studio needs.
Okay.
But that was a big changing point for me, turning point for me. Like the things I learned there, the level I passed out from my institute, and the level after that 6 month period, it is way too different. So from there I started as a vehicle artist.
Nice. Yeah, because I remember in also we used to have academy. So it's kind of academy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, nice. So so this so they have it for other thing also, like just for hard surface or for all?
Yeah, there are some friends of mine. One is currently in one batch. He's in character masterclass, and there is another one who converted into an employee. So he is also a character artist.
Nice. Yeah, so that's wonderful, because I really appreciate the companies, because this is really because they know what they need and they can teach it to the student. It's really awesome.
Actually, after that 3-year diploma, that skill difference is still way too much.
Yeah.
The thing which company needs, and it's way too much.
Yeah, surely. Like, that's why I suggest people to learn by themselves, like 3D software, because internet is full of basic tutorials, and then join some mentorship, like what I started, like simply, or reach out to some 3D artists and tell them to teach you the thing, or maybe club in with these studios who have these type of programs is much more better than joining a full degree in any college.
Sure.
So if I may ask, like from there, like, so which course you had?
It was AD 3D. Actually, I also wanted to join as environment artist.
Nice.
But I was thinking I am going for environment art, but I was doing only hard surface actually. You might have seen those two environments. You did the portfolio review for me.
Yeah, it was a long time. I need to just relook. Have you updated your portfolio?
Not yet. I am currently working on a vehicle, so I will upload it.
Yeah, no.
So like all those things were like hard surface machinery. All those put together, a lot of props put together. So I didn't have any proper source as well, and then suddenly I got this opportunity, hard surface masterclass. So I thought, why should I waste time? So I joined in.
Nice.
But I still want to try environment sometime in my career.
Yeah, no, it's no worries. Like, I'm always here. Like, if you want to begin, I'm gonna make these tutorials soon, these small videos. and you can watch it, or even I already have some videos how to make environment on my channel. It's 2 hours, 3 hours long, and I recommend it.
I was watching that one. That Decagon has one.
Yeah.
There is a boat in between.
Yeah. Same
One.
one I'm talking about. So there's a whole series how to create environment, and so that's a good one. So they have covered all the areas of environment really well. It's a really good course. I wanted to make something similar only. So it's something similar, but different environment, but my thought process with it. So that was the boot camp really. But yeah, so just go through that. Otherwise, I'm always here. Like you can reach out and we can see the vehicle you are making. We can put it into a scene, and then we can see what we need. Okay. So yeah, so that's good. Like so when you joined this, as you said, you had. You're really open to because it's a good opportunity. And how long does it take? How many days it took you to find a job after your course was finished?
I think it wasn't even finished actually. Like I think 4-5 months were remaining, and I just got this in between.
Okay.
Actually, I think you might know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for that I participated in the individual category for environment, and I made that lab. That post-apocalyptic lab. So I had those things in my portfolio. So I was almost cut off from, and I was self-learning only, working on my portfolio. I had that stage for 4-5 months, and then I suddenly got this, and my course was not even finished. So I just left in between.
Okay, that's good. So you finished the course in the end. So
yeah, I got the certificate. I was attending the classes even after, like online was there. So even after I joined here, I was attending some classes for the sake of attendance.
Okay, nice. That's wonderful. So what is your strategy for learning things? Like how do you learn basically in that?
So in starting, when I didn't know anything, so I used to just watch that Abraham's channel, and I just, even when I'm eating, when I'm roaming, I just used to watch it regularly without fail. And I just started to understand what is he saying actually, because I don't know why was UV so confusing for me in my institute. It was way too confusing. I didn't know what is this cut? Why are we cutting? Where is the model? What are we doing here? So I just repeatedly listened to him, and then I got to know about the things. Now I have a structure that if I see a tutorial, I won't include it in my portfolio, but I will follow it. Like I will keep on doing the thing with them. I won't wait for them to finish. Or if it looks very complex, then I will finish it first. I will watch the whole series, and then from the starting I will begin again, and then I will work with them.
Okay, so you basically overwatch it full, like what's happening, and then you when you practice, you watch it again bit by bit.
Yeah, like I will try to avoid watching, but if I'm stuck somewhere, I will then open the video and see what they did.
Yeah, this is how I also do. So basically, I went through the tutorial. If it's have something new, I will note it down. I know that this tutorial have something, and then if it's not, then I will also skip. But this is something similar I also do. So you learn more from text based or books or videos. Or what is your preference? Where you learn
mostly? Till now, I used to see videos only, but recently I've started reading some blogs as well. Like some artists will create the blogs. AT Level is there, and a lot of other websites, and some old archives of those Polycount. People have discussed everything. How should I fix this? Random person would have asked that, and it would be a knowledge, full of knowledge discussion will be there.
Yeah, true.
So I'm reading those as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you spoke about Polycount, because Polycount has a big, and I wouldn't say big, like the biggest, huge part in my. So you might have seen my North Kingdom. Basically, I was documenting it there. So basically, I thought use it as a documentation, right? So you keep posting your work in progress, and I used to find it really fascinating how when people used to post in there, and you have like all the thread. So when you go back and see like what they did and how they did it, and they used to share all the knowledge there, like why they're doing it, what they're doing. So that's what I try to do. I said like I will look back at this thing, and I generally ask for feedback there. So I was not getting enough feedback. So what I did, I went to all the different threads, saw where the people who were commenting, I just tagged them everywhere, everyone on my post. Like, give me feedback. So I really got good feedback from there. I would say like my level of work went from here, like it was like I would say 30 to 40% it was, and it became 90% because of that feedback only. Otherwise, like I was not satisfied, but I did not know what is wrong with it. How can I improve it? So that's what I got from there. So yeah, so this is good. Like you already know all the good places to learn from.
Yeah.
That's good. That's perfect. What's next? So what you're planning from here, where you currently are right now?
Actually, I always want to explore outside India. Like I want to work in-house in any project. I'm not very sure in which project. Like I have the vehicle skill right now. I've been working from 1 year, and I have like 2 projects I have done, different experience I have. So I'm good in vehicles, but I also want to try environments. So I'm somewhere in the middle, but I definitely want to at least explore outside India. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay there, but I seriously want to explore.
Well, that's wonderful. It's a lot of people are asking me. So may I know like I know you said in-house, right? Because but we have in-house studios in India also now. They're newly forming up. And may I know what is the other reason? Like, why would you like to go abroad, not stay in India and find a job here?
I think mainly the salaries, I guess. Mainly that is one of the biggest reasons.
Okay. So and any other thing? Like, what will be the second one?
Mostly people will say the grass is greener on the other side. So I'm not very sure about their working environments. But for Indian studios, Indian outsourcing studios, like overtime in this industry, overtime is common. But it I think in-house, I have heard from some people who are working in-house. So they will say it will come in like last 4 months, last 3 months before the game's release. But in outsourcing studios, the whole year is crunch. So that is one more thing. And the overtime pay, anything like that, per hour pay, those things that do not exist in India.
Okay. Yeah, we surely well, now we got 3 points. That's really valid. I would say like 99% of people will agree with these 3 points, which you have said already. And we will touch upon these one by one. So yeah, so that's good in the in-house in there. So like if you get an opportunity, we'll talk about like why you want to go abroad, but like this, if you get opportunity to work in-house in more collaborative game studio in India, would you consider it?
Yeah, sure. I'm open for it.
Yeah, so this is
a lot of times we are working on DLCs.
True.
Already released games going on from 2-3 years, 4 years, and now working on DLCs, and you won't get credits. We work for 2 years in that game and nothing.
Agree, 100% agree. It's how about the dynamic between the leads and manager and all the hierarchy basically?
Mostly, I think it depends on lead to lead, because I have had experiences with different leads. So there were some things like somebody will like the hierarchy to be very strict. Okay, I am the lead, like you should listen, something like that. And some people are like they will become your friend, they will teach you everything. Okay, no worries, you don't know this, okay, I will teach you this. They will sit with you. So I have had both experiences and I've learned a lot.
Okay. That's good. I was really open to everybody. So like if you have worked, you leave, you go to other studio, you come back, they will happily have you. And I've seen so many people getting promoted like that. It's like, man, that's a good scheme. You work for 3 years.
A lot of times it will happen like you will become senior, they will give you the position, but the salary of the person who started from that still there, and the person who came from outside, same position, salary will be way too different.
Yeah, so I would say it actually worth it also. I would say that because in overall economical world, risk make the profit, right? So like you put a risk into, you put into crypto, you put a risk, you put into stocks. You took a risk, you left the job. Okay, you took a risk and you left the job twice basically, right? That risk reward is that increment basically. I'm not against like why they should be paid more, because they put effort to learn on themselves, grow themselves, and then took risk to leave a stable job and then find another one. Okay. And which disrupted their career. They left the city or something like that. Some people went to Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, right? Went to places. So for that, I totally agree. I'm happy to give that. Happy with that. Like the increment they have from the people who stayed is that risk they took. But on the other hand, if someone is growing at the company also and he's loyal to the company also should be appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not against like him, someone like that's the only way. But if someone is staying in the company, growing, okay, learning on them,
Yeah.
working on themselves, proving again and again that he is a really good artist and a really good asset of the company, they should also be appreciated more. For the abroad thing, it's not that easy. I would say. Like, so it's good. I got it somehow, and I would call it blessing also because I was trying it from a long time. Like just trying is the first part. Like you have to keep trying. Right? So the two things we can control is our resume, our experience, and portfolio. Right. So these two things we can control. So keep working on those. Like keep working on your skills, experience, and working on your portfolio. So and keep applying for the jobs abroad. But if you don't get the opportunity, don't try to find freelance work. Okay. So when you will find the freelance work, one thing will change. You will at least get double the income. Okay. So what you're earning right now. So the main goal is to increase your income. So you don't need to leave your job. You can side by side. You can look for some freelance, and if you get it, and if you think you are earning more than what you are earning at your job, right, you can quit. That's why I was really comfortable. That's another thing. But before, you need a portfolio, and then you just reach out. Simple.
Okay.
You reach out on the LinkedIn, you send messages, and there are so many jobs and everything, right? On LinkedIn, you reach out. Now there are like so many remote jobs and everything is possible. I would say it's like more easier than ever. But there is competition also for sure. But if your work is good, you will get something. And I got so many projects through Polycount. Like even you see,
How much do you think the credits play a role? Like a person who has a really good portfolio and a person who has 1 or 2 credits, and they worked in the same company.
Yeah, so although I had a credit plays a role. Like if you have screenshot, I would say like just keep the screenshot. If you cannot take the screenshot, go in game and take the screenshot. Once you go into the interview, share your screen, show them the screenshot. It works. Like if they really want to see what you have done in the game. Okay. So even if it's an in-game screenshot, they will really want to know is what you have done in the scene and how you have done it. So it's okay, nice. So if you have worked on things, you will have answer to give, and that's when the confidence comes. You learn something, you put it into your portfolio, you will be super confident to talk about it if they like what you. So that's why the resume should match what the job description is. Sometimes you alter the resume. You alter the resume for the job description, then apply with that resume. So you change your resume as per. So at least all the keywords are matched in the resume. Okay. So you have to make sure. So at least the thing is, you are an awesome artist. You know it. Everybody knows it, but they don't know. So we want to reduce the hindrance between we get to meet them face to face, because then you can share all the things openly and they get to know you more. Right? For now they know this artist, but they don't know you as a person. So the biggest so by the time you are in the technical interview, right? They don't want to know about the technical stuff, but they are already over like you are a good. They already know you are a good artist, but they just want to know what type of person you are. So that's the only purpose of the interviews with the team. So that's that's what we have to work on side by side, alongside with our technical skill, our communication skill, and our confidence, and that we see everything with confidence, and it comes with the time. As I said before, if you do the freelance, you might get double the salary, but you work like normal hours, no crunch, no nothing. That's why freelance is better. The only drawback is you might not get regularly this work. Right? So that's the only drawback in there. But I always like this freedom of doing freelance. Like, so what you can do freelance, you get a project, you earn a lot, you work full time, you put 24 hours or 20 hours a day, totally fine, but you earn a lot. Like imagine you earn in 3 months you earn 5 lakhs. So that's the first phase. You try the freelance and you earn a little. When you feel like you are getting the salary out of the freelance easily, quit the job. Okay. Because in the end, every good artist go to freelance. There's a reason for that. Okay. And doing freelance will not reduce your year of experience, and it will not reduce your skill set. It will not reduce your earning potential. I did not do anything in between the jobs. I worked on 1 or 2 projects, but I said like I was doing freelance for 2 years. Like even now, I'm saying it like maybe I will cut it, I will keep it publicly. It's all, but like from since I left Rockstar, right? Rockstar now is like the most safest job in the world in this time in the industry. But I left the job because no, I wanted this freedom. So that's basically the trajectory in there. So that's how you get there. But again, like that's so much about me. But like so if I ask you like what, for other than working in the in-house or other than environment, right, what is your trajectory? Like what is your 5-year goal? People might ask you in the resume or in the interview.
Yeah.
But what is your 5-year? Like do you have this plan for yourself?
Like currently, I was like I don't have a very solid reason, but I was targeting Japan for my future.
Why?
So I started learning Japanese as well.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Are you inspired from anime or is something?
Like anime is not that big of a reason. I'm not even that big of a fan. I watch casually. But like I don't know. I just really like the place and their culture and all. I just really like all those things. And I think you might know there is one guy on YouTube.
No, I don't know.
Maybe or
concept
maybe not.
artist?
No, he's a character artist.
Okay, no, I don't know.
So that guy also went through, and then he went to Japan.
Okay.
So I saw his lifestyle and all. He's working in.
Okay.
So I saw that there are a lot of foreigners in that company. So I think I might have a chance there. So I think I'll go for environment there. So I'll add some environments and I'll brushing up the Japanese skill and then I'll try to go there. I want to explore as well.
Yeah.
I want to explore Japan. Like I don't have any plan of settling. Maybe not. But I think that is a good option because a lot of people get filtered out. Nobody wants to learn a new language. And I like that thing, learning a new language and all.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Like if you love to be in there, like but what I suggest people, because in my experience I loved Europe, right? Because on the traveling aspect or the amount of places, the beautiful places Europe has to offer is limitless. And here I know the Europe have expensive also, but like the work culture side I will say, and the social side, Europe is much better than Japan, right? I know it's
Okay.
your thing, but I heard the work culture in Japan is not good.
Yeah, I also
on the
heard that.
side, or like they expect you to work more, and even the people do not have much personal life, and their economy is kind of shaking right now because they have population decline, right? And they are good, they're really good. What art, what culture, what they have is really good, right? But if you do not if you're not planning to settle, I will say plan now. Just think like, can you if you go somewhere, for now you're young, right? So you can still experiment a bit, but after a while you cannot, right? So when I got to Europe, I was like 27, right? So I was 27-year-old. So 2 years I worked here, 2 years I worked in UK. So I'm already 32 right now, right? So it's been already more than a year. So I'm 32 already. So that's this. I don't have much more freedom to explore all these. So again, if you get opportunity to work in Japan, I will say just go ahead, right? I don't have a problem in that. But just think, because I personally do not want people to run all that life, right? I want people to find a stability at one point.
Yeah, that is important.
So till I know now the age gap for the marriage and everything is moving up, which is good, right? So till 25 you can experiment, right?
Yeah.
Till 25 you have to have this idea like, okay, I want to settle. Okay. So this is the place I want to be. I know a lot of people, at least mainly white people I know, right, from Europe and everything, who settled in Japan. I talked to them on the conferences. So they live in Japan full time and they work freelance from there. Again, that will bring to, so when you will leave India, you will miss 2 things. 3 F: food, family, friends. Okay, you will not get this anywhere. Okay, you go anywhere abroad, you will miss these 3 FFS, basically. So then this you will not find anywhere. Okay, so you go. So that's why I said the freelance is a much better option before. Okay. So even though you will be in Europe as a mid-level, in the end you will be able to save 50,000 rupees. So that's basically like the work culture in the companies abroad is good. Even when you will do the interview with them, right, you will feel that difference between the interview what you do with the Indian companies, what you do with them is a difference, right? In the interview level, the culture is really good. At least for Europe, I can take guarantee. They are really serious in the Sweden. Basically, they are really strict about this thing. No company can make you overwork. No company.
Okay.
It's not even allowed there. No overwork is allowed.
Okay.
So your work-life balance is super chill. And I don't know if in the future, but for now there is no language requirement for getting a PR. So you need to spend 5 years. I wish I knew before that you don't need a language exam in Sweden or Finland, and you spend 4 years. I would have gone there long time back. Even if you come here, you get an opportunity here. You live here for 2 years, 3 years. You see how it is, right? If you like it, good. You're still young. You can move back, or what you can do, you can get the settle in 4 years. You change a job, you get settled, get a PR, and then you can move to anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Give the language exam. Once you have passport, you can go anywhere. For now, Indian passport you cannot go, but once you have the passport, you can get a job anywhere without any hesitation. That you don't need visa because you are not longer a third national. So that's another topic.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm giving you tips how you can improve basically your chances of getting out. And Europe have like all these countries, right? You can travel freely, but finding job in different European countries is still easy than from this part of the world, right?
I also wanted to ask one more thing.
Sure.
Do you think the name matters, the studio name, especially when we are in India and we are applying to other places? So I don't think they even know the studios here. So
I would say like it might or it might not, right? For Indian studios, because it matters to artists more than I would say to the companies. To companies, matter more because reputation, right? So like imagine did a really great work. Okay, people could easily get hired by the name with the name of, right? You might be a good artist. That you can blindly trust that. All the artists are top notch. Doesn't matter what type of person they were, but they all were good artists. Okay.
Yeah.
If someone have spent significant time in like a few years in Dhruva, if that person is staying in, that means he's a good artist. Otherwise, never entertained a bad artist. So they just like, okay, you find your opportunity somewhere else.
Like working with an experienced person, it's just still a really good thing.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not getting paid, and like people pay for that, no?
Yeah. So
normally.
Yeah, this is. So that's why like I kept it focused on Indian industry because I wanted to teach more Indian students and I wanted to make more better artists. But the Indian people are hesitant. All the Indian people need money. They will ask for money, and they ask for money is very, do not feel justified. It's not justified, right? Also, like I cannot pay, and I do this all 1 hour. But like I'm explaining you all this thing just so like you understand. Like I don't have money, right? And I'm passionate, and I'm giving you more things out of it. But people, they don't understand. So that's basically I would say on that side you can take advantage of. And for the salaries, I wanted to add in there what I want to start in on like Glassdoor, right? But on the website, studio website, a form where people fill in, they submit their resume and they put all their salaries. And this year they had this much salary. And this year, this month, they have this much salary. Okay. And they put all type of these salaries and on their cities, possible studios. I'm still planning. So to keep anonymous, basically, you can either see the salaries at the studio. You can either see the salaries in there, but you don't know who submitted it, basically. Okay. So basically Glassdoor, but a map on Indian on a heat map basically of Indian continent. So you can see there are like higher salary, darker color on the areas where the salary is higher, and then you can zoom in and you can see which cities we have more salaries, and then you could click and you could see all the studio list, and you could click on studio, you could see all the salaries for different. So something like Glassdoor, but for Indian context and much more.
Because when I use Glassdoor, when you're an artist and in India, it's very outdated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's is there. Anything else you would like to ask in there?
No, that's all for now. If there is, I will reach out.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, like I really like. Thank you very much for sharing all the details, and I think it will be wonderful. Yeah. No,
Okay, it was a great experience.
No worries, always here. Like you're from the same place, like almost the same. You went to hard surface, and if you would have been environment, it's like almost the same.
Yeah, same. Starting same, then going to Bangalore.
Yeah. So, but yeah, keep up the good work. Like I'm always here, as always. Like I'm always here. We'll catch up soon if you need anything. I'm always here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Also, really appreciate.
Thank you as well.
Take care, man. Bye.
Okay. Bye.